Switching to Instagram, Gabriella. Hey, everybody, it's Dr. Dawn. Welcome to Shadow Work session number 4. I am trying to get everything set up over here. Perfect. I am live on 3 platforms: YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And so I'm trying to make sure everything's a go on all these platforms. So just hold on a second, everybody. Okay, I got Instagram up, I got YouTube up. Um, and TikTok, you guys are still hanging in there. Thank you. All right, let's see. Okay. Make sure. Okay. All right, so we got that. All right, all of them are up and we are going live. In 4 minutes, we shall begin. All right, TikTok, you hanging in there? Gabriella may have left me and went over to Instagram. Hello, hello, come on in. Hey, you say what we got going on today on YouTube? We got a live shadow work session. You better not leave me. I'm live on 3 platforms, so I'm trying to get all this technology together. I'm live on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. So everybody's coming in now, okay? So I'm gonna let the people come on in the room. We got to come on in and make sure everybody's in here. Make sure we got all these platforms. Hey, all right, you still there over on TikTok? Beautiful. Good evening. Good evening to you. Hello. For those of you who are joining me tonight, this is a live shadow work session. Yes, yes. This is session number 4. We've had 3 other ones. And so now we're back. We took a break last week, but now we're back this week. We're going to pick it back up and we're going to get into clearing that shadow, right? We're going to get into healing and addressing some of those things that we've been holding within subconsciously that we didn't want to talk about, right? That we didn't want to share, that we didn't want to address. But guess what? We got to address them now. We got to address them. So everybody's coming on in. I'm not getting Instagram. What is happening over there on Instagram? Hmm. Huh. I'm a little. Um. Gabriella, can you go over on Instagram for me and see if I'm live over there, please, madam? I'm talking to one of the TikTok people. That's what I get for trying to do 3 platforms at one time. I'm trying to do it big today and do 3 at one time. I'm just barely doing 2, right? But I done jumped out there and added one more. So let me see if I can get this thing together. Oh yeah, okay. So I am. I got it, Gabriella. Thank you. I see it. So I am live on Instagram. There they are, the people coming in. All right, we got it, y'all. We got it. All right, we got it. Okay, we good. Let me get moving, okay? Because the people is almost. We got 1 minute, and then it's gonna be game time, baby. It's time to start. I'm so excited. We got a lot to talk about tonight, baby. We got to clear these shadows up. For those of you who are joining me for the first time, or if you are reacquainting yourself with me and coming on back, my name is Dr. Dawn. I am an intuitive guide and spiritual messenger. And so, what does that mean? It means I'm the go between you and your spirit team, baby. I'm the one in the middle relaying the messages. From the spiritual realm to you, okay? And so, look, in the human realm, y'all will say, "Ooh, that's somebody who messy, somebody who all up in the business." Yeah, in the human realm, that's what it is. That's what I do, and that's what it would be perceived as in the human realm. But in the spiritual realm, baby, I'm the connection for your spirit team. When you can't hear and understand what they're saying, they say, "Look here, Dawn, we need you to do us a favor. We got somebody we need you to give a message to." And then that's what I do. That's what I do, y'all. And so tonight, the message is going to be all about shadow work, baby. All about shadow work. They said you got to get the people together because everybody talking about this parallel reality, the 3rd dimension, the 5th dimension, they're parallel and then they gonna split. They said, but what the people ain't talking about is what's gonna happen when they split and what's gonna hold the people, I don't want to say hold them back, but limit people from moving forward into the 5th because they ain't addressing them shadows. They say, let's get into them shadows and let's do it now. So that's what we doing tonight. We're gonna get into them shadows. And Yeah, there we go. We're gonna get into them shadows and we're gonna talk about some stuff. All right. Okay. Let me get started. Let me ask you guys, or let me tell you guys what a lot of people are doing right now. A lot of people are ignoring their shadows, because we feel like if we do a little yoga, we do a little Reiki, we can do a little energy clearing sound bath, we feel like we can clear the energy and we all good. Well, who wants to do shadow work, right? Who wants to sit and cry and go into the dark night of the soul and then be sad for a little while, then mad for a little while, then, feeling confused for a little while? Don't nobody want to do that. So everybody trying to skip that part. You can't skip that part. And so when you are ignoring your shadow, it shows itself in your reality in different ways. Let me tell you how it shows itself. You got poor self-esteem, baby. The shadow work ain't shadowing. You got anxiety and depression, you ain't doing the shadow work. You struggling to have healthy relationships with other people, you ain't doing the shadow work. You got an inflated ego. You think you better than, more than, or you feeling as if you can be more than what others can be. You got that inflated ego. You ignoring the shadow. If you are deceiving yourself and others, let me tell y'all something. We call that sometimes a good old fashioned liar, somebody who lie a lot or who don't tell the truth or who embellishes a lot. Is that y'all? Is that y'all? Y'all tell the truth, but not the truth, but the truth. Y'all know how it is. You doing that, you dealing with some shadows. You dealing with some shadows. And so if you have any of those things that I just mentioned happening in your life, the shadow work is not being done. Okay? People think poor self esteem. Sometimes they say, "Oh, I just like to be by myself. I like to be in hermit mode." Ain't that what the spiritual people say? We like to be in hermit mode. That ain't what it is. That ain't what it is. Or some people say, "Oh, I'm an introvert." Ain't that what we say in the spiritual community? I'm an introvert because I can't deal with all them energies. I can't deal with all them low vibrational energies. So I'm an introvert and I stay to myself. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You're trying to mask what it really is. Your self-esteem ain't esteeming. You got a low self-esteem and you don't want to address it. You're masking it in the nuances of spirituality. Y'all know who y'all are. You know who you are. See, that low self-esteem, it carries so much baggage with it, okay? You got that low self-worth tied up into that low self-esteem, right? You got those feelings of I'm not good enough, right? Or I'm not smart enough. I'm not whatever enough. I'm not enough is what you're dealing with. But see, when you isolate yourself from the masses, you say you're isolating it because you are going through your spiritual awakening, which is true. But how are you awakening? See, you trying to awaken to that shadow that needs to be addressed. How about that? So we got a lot of people right now who are um isolating, self-isolating, because the energies and the frequencies right now on the planet are causing things to come to the surface that they don't want to deal with, that they don't want to deal with. So instead of dealing with them, they drown themselves in spiritual rhetoric. We get all into the rhetoric because we want to like distract ourselves. Okay. We distract ourselves so much that we end up leading and moving ourselves into a state of kind of low key depression. Kind of low key depression because you start to realize the more you get deeper into this spiritual stuff that you are actually struggling. And then you try to get to the core of that struggling. Now, let me tell you something, spiritual people. Let me tell y'all, spiritual people. Y'all better stop covering up these insecurities and these subconscious emotional patterns in spiritual rhetoric. If you know that you have anxiety, you have a little anxiousness, you feeling like, you get a lot of fear and you're worried about what's to come, and you find yourself getting into all of the information on the television and, getting all into that. Don't say Don't say that all of this is happening because the energies around you are affecting you. No, it's the energy within you that is causing these feelings that are coming up. Okay. So look, how many of you, come on, tell me, y'all, in this chat, somewhere on these platforms, how many of you are struggling to have healthy relationships? I ain't even talking about with yourself yet, because we already know you ain't having a relationship with yourself. How many of you are struggling to have healthy relationships with other people outside of you? Come on, raise your hand. Give me some hands. Somebody put hands, because when I say struggling with healthy relationships, I mean all the relationships. I mean family relationships, co-worker relationships, friend relationships, everybody, all of the relationships in your life. There is probably a pattern being shown as it relates to these relationships and your suppressed shadows. Okay? Now, oh, look, I see some hands. All right, YouTube. I see some hands. TikTok, Instagram. Where the hands? Okay, Instagram. There you go. I see you. I see you. All right. So we got some people who are struggling with these relationships. Now, here's my next question. When you're struggling with these relationships, are you looking at the relationships outside of you or within you? Are you looking at, oh, this person makes me feel this way, or oh, I feel this way because this person acts that way? Are you putting the blame and the focus and the attention outside of you on the other person? Where the hands for that? Because y'all know y'all doing that. A lot of times y'all do that and not realizing that the outside person can't do nothing to you that the inside, the spirit within you doesn't allow. So if that person is triggering you, baby, I just had a whole bunch of people triggering me over the past week. Ooh, wee. And I had to check myself because I say, oh, it's not them. It ain't them, y'all. It's me, because I'm allowing the triggering and I'm allowing these subconscious shadows to come to the surface and to affect me in my current reality. And that ain't Dawn. That ain't how I roll with it. So then what do we usually do when this happens? We remove ourselves from the situation, right? Like I did. That's what I did. Remove myself. We remove ourselves because we are still in fight or flight mode. We still in survival mode. That's that subconscious programming that we're all still trying to clear. We feel like if we get up and remove ourselves from the situation, baby, we doing something. We healed. We spiritually evolved. We elevated. No, you become elevated when you can sit your butt right there in it and not allow it to affect you. You can look right through it. You can be right in it, and it doesn't misalign or take you out of your alignment. That's when you know you growing, baby. That's when you know the evolution has occurred. Baby, I took 2 steps backwards. I think last week I did. I took 2 steps back. I let people put me in a place where I actually got upset. I saw myself getting emotionally kind of out of whack. And then I said, ooh, Dawn, you got to address that. You got to address it. See, because you know what? As long as y'all on this planet, long as you're on this planet and you in this avatar we call a body, the emotions gonna be emotioning. They gonna be emotioning. But how we connect with these emotions, that's what we got to work on. That's where we are. And so I'm looking at how my emotions was emotional last week, and I said, "Oh, wait a minute. How do I pull this back? How do I pull this back? Because I can't be responding to these relationships and these people like this, especially not in what I'm doing. I'm calling myself a spiritual coach, right? And let me tell y'all some full transparency. Don't you follow, endorse, spend your money on anybody in the spiritual community that cannot express vulnerability to you, that cannot show you the human essence of themselves, that cannot project to you the emotion that you are seeking and hoping to, in some instances, clear or to evolve into. Don't y'all do it. Don't do it. Because anybody who is showing and saying that they are in the spiritual community and they're not expressing the human component that it takes to move and evolve into this evolution on the planet, y'all better side down. Y'all better look at them like this. You better, because that's not where we are. We are in the era of transparency, baby. We are in the era of truth. We are in the era where all things are gonna be revealed, baby. You can't just put on a front no more. You can't just put on a show. We're not gonna have it because it's not gonna resonate with us. Do you get it? So going back to what I was saying, let me pull it back now. I got on my little soapbox. I want you guys to realize when you're being offensive towards others, as I saw that I was last week. When you start demonstrating that offensive behavior towards people, the behavior you say is high vibrational, like ignoring people, not wanting to touch them, not allowing them too close in your energy field, being short with them. When you're doing offensive behaviors towards others, it's a shadow. It's a shadow that you need to clear up. It ain't no high vibrational higher self pushing you to do that, because your higher self is about love. It is about expressing love in the most highest divine way possible. And all of those actions that I just told you, they ain't high vibrational. But as spiritual beings, we'll convince ourselves that we being high vibe by treating people like, excuse my language, SHIT. When we treat them like that in the name of preserving our energy, we'll say we high vibrational. When we say we high vibe, we'll say we are in a high frequency. That ain't what it is. That ain't what it is. That offensive behavior towards the other person is your inner self, that subconscious part of you coming up saying, hey, hey, you're going to deal with this. And how do you respond? By retaliating on that person outside of you. See, y'all know y'all do it. You know you do. But guess what? It's okay because it's part of the human experience. Recognize it, address it, and then deal with it and move forward with it, like I'm doing right now with y'all. I have come into an awareness. Oh, my actions and my behavior were not indicative of who I am in my current frequency. It ain't. But I get thank you for the super sticker, Angel Face. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But I had to get into my place of awareness and say, hey, I'm human just like everybody else. I'm walking this walk just like everybody else. See, y'all think the fifth dimension is it's roses and beautiful flowers and music and we feel good, and that is what it is. That is what it is. But it's also stepping into the comfort and the confidence of knowing who you are and not allowing things to shake you up. See, we don't talk about that part. We talk about all the portals. Oh, I saw a portal and I saw an angel and I saw this and I heard that and I felt that. We focus on that. And that is 5D. But y'all not focusing on the parts and the pieces that connect to that, that allow you to be able to see and feel that. That's also 5D. See, when we get to 5D, the information says, we will have mastered duality. Duality doesn't exist, right? We don't have any of that in 5D. It's all love, and it's all light, and it's all connectedness, oneness, right? And it is, you guys, and it is. However, in the midst of that, you got to realize you're in this human body. You're in this avatar. So that perfect 5D description that goes along with that crystalline body that you're moving in the direction of creating is not in our existence in terms of our version of 5D. Okay. Y'all see that? So you got to give yourself a little leeway as you are evolving and ascending, and understand you are in if you on this live, you are in 5D. I'm almost positive you are, otherwise you wouldn't have been drawn to this. You got to realize that doesn't mean you're going to be floating in the air and feeling and hearing harps and seeing rainbows 100% of the time. That's not what it means. Okay? So don't down yourself and tell yourself you got to do this, you got to do that before the earth and the new earth and old earth splits, and the fifth dimension moves forward, because y'all, I don't know what y'all doing, what y'all in a hurry for, what y'all rushing for. You all going, everybody going, go at your own pace. You are all individual, you all have your own individual earths. Do y'all understand that? I'm on my earth, you on your earth, you on your earth. Everybody's on their own earth existence, having their own earth experience. Let's get that straight first and foremost. None of us are having the same experience. Everybody's having their own unique experience. We are all just trotting along on our experiences at our own paces. No two people are moving at the same pace, okay? So look, if Dawn want to kick back a little bit, Dawn as in me, if I want to kick back and say, ooh, I love using my Chris Brown analogy. I'm going to do some of this Matrix 3D stuff. I'm going through third dimensional stuff that everybody keeps talking about is 3D. I'm going to go see Chris Brown. I'm going to eat a piece of chicken and I'm going to sit outside and I might even drink a Coke. How about that? All the no-nos in the spiritual community. We can't do all that because look, if we go to Chris Brown concert, what they say, ooh, it's a ritual. You can't go. They get the large crowds, right? Ain't that what they telling y'all? The large crowds are gathering, and that's where they do the rituals, and that's where they do the spells on you, you know. So you can't do that. And ooh, don't you eat no chicken because you know all them hormones is in there. You know all that bad stuff is in there. And ooh, a Coke. Good Lord, you gonna kill yourself. That's gonna tear your insides up. Okay, now wait. Let's listen. Let's get to this. Let's say all them things are true. Let's say it's all true because I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not. I'm trying to get to y'all to this experience and what y'all doing. Let's say all of what I just said is true, but you say, you know what? I want to experience it because I'm here and because where I'm from and where I'm going, they don't have this. So I'm going to do a little bit of it. I'm going to do a little bit of it. Guess what, y'all? It don't stop you from going to the 5D. It don't. Nope. You're in an awareness that these things could possibly cause some friction to your avatar. Some friction, just a little friction. But look, you are in an awareness that you say, guess what? Let me realign myself. Let me get myself together. Because nothing says in these rules and this blueprint that I'm down here that I have to do anything a certain way. That ain't what it said. That ain't what it said. When you agreed to come here, you agreed to come have this earthly experience while advancing your soul. Now, look, you are on earth. You are on earth. It is known you knew before you came here. Well, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna shake a little bit on that new earth. I'm gonna do a little something in the old on my way to the new because that's what I know I came from. I came to evolve the planet and have a little fun while I do it. A little fun while I do it. And that's okay. Who said it wasn't? Who told y'all it wasn't okay? Who said that? You're now finding out that your blood type is very closely connected to the DNA and the makeup of what determines what foods resonate with your body and what don't. We learned that the type O, the blood type O's, baby, they need protein, they need meat, or they don't do right. They don't do right. Okay? Them ABs, they need a lot of vegetation. They need a blood type AB, that is. They need a lot of vegetation, vegetables, fruits, baby. But the type O's, them raw vegetables and fruits work against them. It causes them to be bloated, cause them to be constipated, because that ain't what their DNA structure is made up from. So look here, I'm saying this to make a point to y'all. If you sit in this guidelines of what this spiritual matrix is telling you, what you can do, what you can't do, what you back in the matrix, but you just a spiritual matrix. See, you're in your or on your individual earth right now. Can't nobody tell you what aligns with you but you. Can't nobody tell you what you can and can't eat but you. Can't nobody tell you what's going to pull your vibration down and make you not be able to connect to the higher realms but you. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why I say that. Baby, when I start doing these spiritual readings, I used to be like, okay, I got to fast. I got to make sure I'm a clear, clean vessel. I got to make sure so I can hear spirit and I can get the information. And so in the beginning, y'all, I would like not eat before I had my sessions, baby. I would just drink water, be drinking water. And as I got into this thing, and I realized I was getting divine guidance at all times of the day, not just during my sessions with my clients. I noticed, I said, well, wait a minute. I got guidance right here, and I just ate some French fries. Like, how that work? How that work? How I get them fries and it still came in? Then I said, well, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. I said, oh, I'm balancing it out. I'm walking. I done took me some walks. Okay, and I done did a little stretch. Oh, that's how it's working. Okay, I see. So then I start individualizing my journey, y'all. Can't nobody tell Dr. Dawn what she can and can't eat. Can't nobody tell me I got to be a vegan to get to the fifth dimension. Can't nobody tell me I got to meditate all day to get to the fifth dimension. Can't nobody tell me. Can't nobody tell me that I have to be in a high vibration 90% of the time to get to the next dimension. Can't nobody tell me that because that's not what exists in my reality. Y'all hear me? You see me? You get what I'm saying? So we got to get out of this mindset, this like cookbook mindset that the spiritual world is telling us. Everybody jump on. Y'all gonna miss the fifth dimension train. You better get on it. You better do this and do this and this and this and this, or it's gonna pass you by. It ain't passing y'all by because it can't leave without you. Did y'all know that? It can't leave without you. So what if some more people get there quicker than you? I ain't in no hurry. I ain't in no hurry at all. Because guess what? That's part of the experience I came here to have. So if it takes Joe Blow, they in the fifth dimension now, baby. They sitting somewhere on the mountain looking at the sky, watching the ships go by, the spaceships go by, talking to the beings. All right, that do your thing, do your thing. If I'm sitting at home with my robe on and my house shoes, and I'm sitting on my couch getting divine guidance and thoughts and having clairvoyant, visions and memories, and that's my version of being it, then so be it. So be it. There's nothing wrong with it. Everybody's going to have their version of what 5D means to them. Y'all understand that, right? Y'all got to understand that. Baby, I be watching this social media. I'm looking at people talking about when the aliens coming, when they dropping down, when they come. And I'm not saying they not. I'm not saying they not. They're here now. We know this. We know the beings are here. That is wonderful. And for those whose life path and purpose involves connecting with these beings during this time, they shall. They shall. But if you don't you feel like you behind? Don't do it. That ain't on your path. That is not on your path right now, and it's okay. It's okay. Y'all been look, I done tried to censor myself because I had to spell the last curse word. I was about to say it, but I'm censoring. Y'all see how I do that? See, I'm still 5D, but I may let the curse word slip out every now and then. So what? So what? It is part of this human avatar. As long as you're in it, you're going to demonstrate human characteristics. Period. Period. And it's okay. You ain't going to hell. You're not going to get left in 3D. You're not going to be condemned. None of that's going to happen. None of that's going to happen. You're going to take your little third dimensional earthly being self and you're going to walk along this path at your pace to move you along where you're going. Period. It ain't no time frame. Ain't nobody saying you got to get there by 2026 or 2027 or it's over with. Ain't nothing over. It ain't over with, y'all. It ain't. I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you. So look, wait, let me see, y'all. I done left Instagram out. Instagram got out. So look, so when you are doing your journey and you're walking your walk, for those of you who are just joining, I am live on 3 platforms: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, trying to get all y'all in. So if you're commenting and asking questions, I'm gonna get to you, y'all. This technology, I got the flick between all 3 of these things. If you are feeling as if you are left behind, now y'all started on shadow work, didn't I? Where this look, spirit, where you taking me tonight? Lord, we going someplace, ain't we? If you are feeling like shadow working is not in your path right now. Like you like, I'm past that. Ain't that we all say, I'm past that. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. Long as you in this avatar, long as you on this earth walking it, you gonna have shadow work. Yes, you are. Even the people who claim to be most high vibe as you can vibe, baby. They almost walking through the portals. They so high vibe they can walk through the portal and come on back. Once they come on back, guess what? You right back in this earthly avatar, this human avatar, and you're gonna be doing some shadow work. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. So don't feel as if you took 2 steps backward. Like I said in my example from last week, I knew I didn't take 2 steps backward. I just had to bring myself into awareness and bring myself back up into where I was. But I didn't go backward. I just had a little fun slip sliding for a second. That's all. Y'all just slip slide. Look at it like that. We just slipping and sliding on through this little journey till we get to that fifth dimension. That's what we're doing. Just keep slip sliding. Put on your house shoes and slide. And so look, when you feel yourself slip sliding, catch yourself and say, hey, what was that about? Oh, that was about your ego a little bit. Oh, okay. Well, let me check it. Let me check it. Okay. If you find yourself telling one too many little bitty lies, untruths, y'all know how y'all doing. Y'all trying to stay high vibe all the time. So when you do that, you find yourself lying a little bit in the process because you don't want to look like you're not in that high frequency place to be in. Y'all better stop doing that. Stop deceiving yourself and others. Now we are in a cycle of energy where what goes out comes back. It's coming fast too. It ain't like it's gonna come back 10 years from now. It's coming back like probably in 5 minutes. So be mindful of what you're doing and what you're saying, because that energetic wheel right now is flowing. It's flowing heavily in and out, back and forth. All right, because I'm seeing it a lot. I'm seeing all these people who are quote unquote spiritually awakened, and they do this, they meditate every morning, and they write in their journals, and they write, and they do this, and they don't eat meat, and they let alcohol go, and y'all know how the spiritual people do. And no sooner than they done told you all that, baby, I'm not gonna even give y'all examples because y'all know. See, to keep myself in alignment, this is what I try to do. I try to hold myself accountable on these platforms. On these platforms, I done told y'all 90 times. I'd be like, okay, I'm through with meat. I'd be like, I'm about to do a raw diet. Boom, and I do it a good week and a half. Then I tell y'all, oh, I had to get that wing. I saw one wing. I'd be like, I just gonna get one wing, just a little one wing. Then I take myself back, and then I say, but it's okay though. It's okay, y'all. It's okay when you acknowledge it and you don't try to deceive yourself. You stay in the high frequency. Do y'all get it? The piece of chicken don't put you in the lower vibration. It is the denial and the deceit that you tell yourself that keeps you in the low vibration. Y'all get that? Y'all get that? Baby, come on, y'all. So when you start to do the shadow work, you not only free yourself from your unconscious thoughts, you start to empower yourself, because guess what? You start to accept your strengths. Yeah, you start to realize, so what? I got a little jealousy in me towards this person. Let me work through this and see why I'm jealous, because it ain't no difference between me and them. What is it about them that I'm all self-conscious about? Oh, I like her hair. Her hair is pretty. Oh, I wish I had that hair. Girl, you can't have that hair. Go buy you some. Look just like that. You buy just like that. Boom. But then you say, wait a minute. That's another shadow. Like, wait a minute, I'm trying to like be something that I'm not. Then you start going through that rabbit hole. You say, well, what am I trying to be? Why am I not happy with my hair? Like, well, then y'all start going, you got to go down that, right? Because that's what we do in the spiritual community. We keep digging and we keep digging and we keep going till we think we get to the bottom. Guess what? Y'all ain't gonna never get to the bottom. Long as you human, you gonna get to the bottom. All you're gonna learn is how to recognize, address it in the moment, and shift it. That's your goal. That's your goal. So everybody say, well, don't wait a minute. When you get in the fifth dimension, that don't exist. You don't have all them feelings and all them, concepts and ideas. Like, you've evolved beyond that. Yeah, yeah. But guess what? This is new for us here. This is new for this here planet Earth. Can't nobody tell me about what's going to come or what's going to happen based on a channel message that they got from somebody else on another planet that's saying what happened on theirs, and then they telling us what's going to happen on ours. No, 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 baby. I'm going to be in the present. I'm going to be right here. I'm going to be in this moment and keep myself aligned and connected, okay, with my internal guidance system, so I can have in the moment intel that I ain't got to get from some channel message somebody else done got from somewhere, somebody else in their dimension on their plan. I ain't doing all that. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And so you guys as a collective, we as a collective are going to all get to that point. You're going to get to that point where you say, you know what? I don't need a channel message from Dr. Dawn. Or whoever else. I don't need that. Let me go walk for a second. Let me go get a piece of chicken while I walk. and listen to this guidance that's coming in and coming down. Ooh, this tastes good. Ooh, what am I hearing? What's coming in? Ooh, I'm seeing the sun. What does this sun mean? I'm seeing it in my head. This is role play, y'all. I'm role playing. This ain't happening right now. You say, I'm seeing the sun. What's happening with the sun? Like, what is the message? And then you start going and you start getting into it. Now, I keep using chicken, y'all, because I actually physically now I can't tolerate it anymore because these frequencies in our body are changing what we can and can't tolerate. And so it does all kinds of wrong things to me, and I've had to give it up. That's why I keep talking about it because I ain't had it in a while. But if I wanted y'all, I get a little bite. Let me be clear on that. Let me be clear on that right now. So y'all don't think, see, that's what I'm talking about. You can't have it. You can't. Whenever you find yourself saying what you can't have, you know you ain't in alignment. You ain't in alignment because that's not who you are as a vessel and as a being. You don't have limitations. You don't have limitations. Let me read some of these comments, y'all. Let me get some comments. The people comment. Empress Nandy said, Shakila says, don't be brainwashed by others' projections. Nope. Empress Nandy says, I have expressed very clearly and definitively that I am not interested in alien encounters or being snatched up by watchers or anything of the sort. Okay, well, that's your thing, Empress. If that's your thing, baby, do it. Do it. And there's nothing wrong with that. It is nothing wrong with that. There's nothing in your life path, if that's how you feel and that resonates with you, that is not in your life path to do so. That's why you feel so adamantly against that. That's what it is. And so look, hold on. I think I see. Okay. All right. So then Empress Nandy says, I feel you. I was a vegetarian for most of my adult life. I was dating a Jamaican who could really cook, who apparently forgot I was a vegetarian. I'm still trying to get back to vegetarian. Take your time. Take your time. Do how you're guided to do. Do how you are guided to do. Somebody else says, Kadeem says he's type O and he loves chicken. Baby, then eat it. Eat it. Because them type O's, that's what you guys need. You are carnivorous. You love the meat. You have to have the meat. It is in alignment with your DNA. It is in alignment. So if you sit back and say, ooh, I'm going to be a vegetarian because I want to increase my frequency and my vibration. Ooh, and your body start going, you start bloating all the time, or you start being gassy and you're like, well, I'm eating the right stuff. I'm eating lettuce. I'm eating, and not realizing that doesn't align with your blood type. You all messed up. See, so you guys always remember you have to do what is in alignment with your walk, not anybody else's, not what everybody else, not even the people who you guys consider experts in spirituality. Ain't nobody an expert in my spirituality. How can they be an expert in mine? They ain't me. They are not me. Everything I'm telling you now is my experience. My experience. I'm not going to tell you to follow my walk. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing in mine and maybe ignite, activate, or increase an awareness in you. And then you can connect with yours and say, no, wait a minute. Dr. Dawn say every now and then she got to eat a wing. Every now and then she get a wing. So wait a minute, let me see something. I felt like every now and then I could have one, but everybody say that's wrong. Like, she feel like that too. That's what this is about, sharing your experiences. That's what we're here to do. Didn't nobody tell us to come down here and save other people? Didn't nobody tell us? Star seeds. Y'all come down there and y'all try to get all the people. You coach them. You clear them energetically. You activate them. Do all this stuff to get them, to be in an awareness of who they are and increase their vibration. Go down there and do it. That ain't what they said. That ain't what they said. They say if you're a channeler, if you're an activator, if you're a guide, if you're a healer, go down there and be your authentic self and watch the people. Shine your light, project your energy, and watch the people. Watch the people fall in alignment. Watch how you activate an awareness in the people. They ain't tell us to do what we doing, y'all. I'm guilty. I'm guilty too. I say, look, I'm a spiritual coach. I teach classes. I do one-on-one sessions. I do all that because I'm feeling like I have to be of service. And that's what I do. I got to do it that way, right? And then because we are in this matrix where we are living through monetary energetic compensation, you say, okay, I'm gonna charge. I'm gonna charge people for that because it's in alignment with my purpose. So it's good, right? It's all good because that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Boom, I'm gonna do it. Guess what some spirit guys say? They say, Dawn, that's great. You in it, you in that right now. But when that energy shifts, when that whole financial system collapse and y'all don't have them coins and dollar bills no more, and y'all get to the real nitty gritty of what's going on there and what y'all came to do and what it's gonna be like, everybody get ready. Get ready. Every spiritual coach, teacher, healer, get ready because the people ain't gonna need us forever. Mm-mm. These waves of frequencies and upgrades that's coming keep activating more and more DNA. The more and more DNA it activate, the more y'all gonna push all people like me to the side. Y'all gonna be like, what we need them for? We don't need them. Mm-mm. We can get what we need right now. See, right now the people ain't that confident yet. Okay, so you can utilize people like myself, to assist and help you and guide you. But I ain't crazy. I know this ain't lasting forever. Matter of fact, I tell all my clients, I tell the people, don't become attached and dependent to me. That is not what you're here to do. That is not what you're here to do. I'm going to speak for myself. I am trying to get you in an awareness and connection to your own system, your own guidance system, and your own connection to the universe and your spirit team that you don't even need me no more. That's been anybody who knows me knows that's been my stance from day one. Day one. And the people, my clients, don't like for me to say that. But I'm being authentic with you guys. I'm being authentic with the collective. You're not going to need you're not going to need any assistance. You can't need assistance because once you're activated into your awareness, you literally are this universe. So what you need another human for to help and assist you? You don't. You don't. Absolutely not. Oh, wait a minute, TikTok. I'm sorry. Uh-oh, he say, tell him, Dr. Dawn. Okay, I got it. Hey, I love it. You say whatever floats your boat. That's what it is. That's what it is. Absolutely. Instagram, y'all quiet over there. Y'all quiet. Y'all on a delay a little bit. Okay, y'all catching up. But when we talk about, look, baby, I'm this shadow work amped up. Ain't this shadow work on steroids, baby? This is another kind of shadow work. Y'all ain't know we was doing it like this tonight, did you? When you do your shadow work, you cannot help but to tap into your intuition, baby. And that's the part that everybody is scared of, because when you tap into your intuition, you see the truth, you see the real. And y'all don't want to see the real. Some people don't want to see it. Some people want to stay with the blinders on. They want to stay where they are. Y'all can't do it for much longer. Mm-mm. If you in a relationship that ain't relationing, y'all be making up words. Y'all know I do. If you in a relationship that ain't going right, you getting ready to come up out of it. You getting ready to come up out of it if it ain't no resolution. You got some health issues that you ain't addressing, baby. You getting ready to address them. You getting ready to address them. Let me show you. If I had these vitamins, I'll show y'all the flaxseed, the magnesium, the red yeast rice, baby. All these vitamins that I'm taking because my spirit team said, girl, look here. Now, although we support you in your not doing modern medicine, we get that, but you got to do something. You got to do something. And here I go. Here I go. I'm moving into it. So that's what the energy is telling you guys right now. It's time to put up and shut up and keep it moving. Keep it moving. Don't talk about it. You got to be about it. You got to be about it now. So when you tap into your intuition, when you start to do the shadow work and tap into your intuition, you start to tap into your gifts. I hate to call them gifts because what do you call something that everybody has? If everybody have it, it ain't no gift, right? You start to get into your abilities, which a lot of y'all don't want to do. A lot of y'all are lazy, just lazy. Y'all want other people to do it. You want other people to tell you, experience it for you, and tell you about it. Y'all can't do that no more. You can't do that no more. You got to start taking, or you will start taking steps towards self actualization. Okay. It means you're going to be moving towards the best versions of yourself. And in moving towards the best versions of yourself, you're going to start to know and see things that are holding you back. Period. Even if that's people, if it's people holding you back. Some of y'all got kids holding y'all back. Come on now. Y'all got like people in your immediate presence that are holding you back from actualizing and stepping into the true essence of who you are. Okay? How do you know what is in your way from doing that? Look, remember, watch out for them triggers. I told y'all about my triggers last week, baby. I was triggered, beyond triggered, almost until I found myself getting into a self-righteous kind of demeanor. Y'all know spiritual people how we do that. We get a little self-righteous sometimes, don't we? We see people doing foolishness and acting a certain kind of way, and we just go, how can you do that? And we just start telling the people about themselves. Then when we tell them about themselves, then we, get an attitude and move away from them. And all the time we think we doing something for them, getting them together, and we ain't doing nothing but shifting ourselves back into the rabbit hole. Back into the rabbit hole. It's going to be a time and a moment where we don't react, where we don't react to anything that is not in alignment with us. Okay? How do you get there, you guys? You get there by giving yourself grace. I want all of you to start giving yourself grace in this moment and start telling yourself, I'm doing the best that I can, how I can. And if you can't get through it that way, you got to call on some people for some help. Okay? Especially if you've been through trauma. Y'all hold on one second. I got to let my dog out. He's barking. Look, he ain't confirming the information. He's saying, look, girl, hold up, take a break. So don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. Come on. Baby, he tried to hold it. My dog said, look, you taking too long and you getting too emotional. So I know it's gonna be a while. But I want you guys to know, if you can't give yourself grace and you had to call on somebody else for help, usually you'll find yourself doing that if you've been through some trauma. Yeah. Y'all don't think trauma is always related to health or physical trauma. Financial things can be traumatic too. Okay. And so when you find yourself experiencing some trauma in this energy right now, you gotta pull it back. You gotta pull it back, and you gotta look at the hidden thing that is happening right now. Okay, it is a message being shown to you because you are in the process of moving forward, and you got something blocking you. You got something blocking you right now, so it comes in the form of trauma. Okay. Somebody says, I agree. I love to empower others. My favorite saying is be a neutral witness. Um, and then someone says, an authentic spiritual healer and teacher. That is always the goal, to assist the client in getting to the point where they rely on their own divinity to transform all that requires it. Yeah, that's what they should be doing. People who are quote unquote guides or coaches or healers or teachers, and they're assisting you spiritually, they should be assisting you to get to you and get away from them. That should be the goal. If they are constantly saying, oh, you did this, now go do this and go do that and come back and do that and come back and do that, then you got to look at it. I offer in my classes, I offer a two-part series on intuition and increasing psychic abilities, part one, part two. It's not required that you do them in any order. It's just you do what feels and resonates with you. If you take part one, I don't care if you take part two. I never tell people, oh, I'll see you for the next part. No, because you may not need it. See, people should be coming to you, sharing with you information that aligns with what you need, not with what they're trying to push on you. Zachary says it's been an interesting process, hard to be around others. I'm so comfortable in isolation. Zachary, I don't know if you heard the beginning part of this, but make sure that the isolation that you are seeking is because of you needing time to reflect and to align yourself, and not because you're feeling some kind of way related to your worth, your self-esteem, and things that are hidden subconsciously that are triggered when you are around people. Okay, you might have just in case you missed that. I don't know if you did. Thank you for following me too, Zachary. I appreciate that. Thank you too, Empress Nandy. Says, please hit the like button to support Dr. Dawn and push the content. Thank you so much. I keep forgetting that, you guys. I get so into this information and the message, I forget to tell you guys to push the content and get this algorithm going. So thank you guys for remembering to do that for me. And thank you, TikTok. I am not good with understanding what these coins and hearts and stuff mean over there, but thank you guys for whatever you're doing over there. You're giving me. And so back to the shadow work. So when we're doing shadow work, I want you guys, when you want to get started with it, because a lot of people go, well, how do I get started with it? Most of y'all doing it and don't even realize you're doing shadow work because you in it. You don't realize you're doing it till you start feeling bad. People say, well, I feel depressed, or I don't want to get out the bed, or I'm sad, or some people feel like they don't want to be here no more. You know, you get all into that, and that's deep in it. We call that the dark night of the soul, when you feel in that deepness of the subconscious things coming up for healing. But look, when you're getting started with shadow work, think about somebody who triggered you. That's where you start, right there. Start right there. Think of someone who triggers you. That's what I did back in the day. It was a person that used to trigger me, and I started asking other people questions about this person. Like, why do you like this person? Because I don't. I was just very blunt. I can't stand this person. Why you like? Tell me what you like about them. That's what I did. And then when people said the characteristics that they liked, I was like, oh, I guess she is like that. Oh, okay, I guess she does have that characteristic. Oh, I just then I started looking at me in that way. You see how you do that? And so you got to ask yourself, what is it about this person that I don't like? Because it's ultimately going to bring you back to what you don't like about you. That's where you headed. You're going in around the long way. You're going to take a long walk around to get to where you are trying to get to, which is yourself. Okay. Because when you look at what is it about that person that triggers you and that you don't like, you're going to say, oh, do I have some of them traits? Do I have some of them traits? And then you're going to be trying to convince yourself that you don't. You're going to be like, I kind of do that, but when I do it, it's blah, blah, blah. You're going to be trying to justify yours, but yours going to be just like that person. Just like Chosen 144 says, how long can the dark night of the soul last? A long time. As long as it takes. As long as it takes. There is no time frame for the dark night of the soul. It is based on the human's awareness and growth and awareness. How about that? Some of y'all been in the dark night of the soul for some years. Y'all done pop pills, psychotropics, seen therapists for therapy. Y'all done been in it so long that the routine that you've accumulated to compensate for it, you done got used to it, and you probably don't even realize you're still in it because you done learn how to compensate for the emotions that you are feeling. Y'all ain't gonna be able to do that for much longer. Not with this energy, not with this frequency. No, no, no. Them dark nights of the soul gonna start coming to an end. They gonna start coming to an end quickly, quickly. Okay. You're also gonna ask yourself when you're trying to get started with shadow work, you're gonna be like, now why is it difficult to be around this person? Come on, that's what Zachary says. Zachary said, I like being by myself in isolation. You got to ask yourself, now, why is that? What type of people don't I like to be around? And why don't I like to be around them people? Now, look, Dr. Dawn is very loud, if you will, right? I'm very loud and in your face, right? But do y'all know I can't stand to be around loud people? Do that make sense? Do that even align? I don't even like to be around people who talking loud and acting loud and crazy, and I can't do it. I got to be somewhere quiet and silent. But that's how I am. Now look, this is a good example. Look at how that shadow came and hit me in my face. How you don't like being around other people who are loud, girl, and you talk 5 octaves higher than everybody else? Could it be that maybe they just talk loud as a way of their personality, like you do? Like, how is it that you can't tolerate them, but you can tolerate yourself? Maybe people think about you what you think about them, Dr. Dawn. Like, man, I wish she'd turn that mic down. I know y'all be thinking that because I be yelling in this mic. And I tried many a times, but then my spirit team said, girl, just do you. Do you. The people could turn their volume down, but just do you. So that's what I do. But you see how that's a shadow session? See how I did that? How you can always take something that you don't like about somebody else, throw it back at yourself, and look at yourself and see what it is about you that you are projecting out towards them, that you ain't dealing with, that you have compensated and made excuses for. That's how we do it. That's how we do it with shadow work. And so Zachary says, do you believe the concept of whatever you experience is your own creation or reflection? Absolutely. Absolutely. And I know people are not, oh, thank you, Skin Lyra, for saying you love my personality, loud and all. I appreciate that. Absolutely. But you know what? I think people who have been sexually assaulted, who have experienced murders of loved ones, or, something really, really traumatic, might take offense to me saying that or saying that that's my belief. But I'm going to say this: when you went through that experience, whatever it could have been, what did it do to you and help you to realize about you? Because in that moment, you're going to realize this probably was to assist and strengthen me in an area that I didn't even know. I was suppressing and hiding and needing to transmute. Okay. Good question, Zachary. Thank you. So look, when you're doing shadow work, look, the other thing y'all got to do, this the big one. Y'all got to examine y'all family tree. Hey, examine that family tree. That's going to tell you a lot about your shadows. Y'all know that, right? Y'all, everybody always talking about generational stuff, but y'all got to look at that family tree. Look at it, babe. We gotta look at the parents, the grandparents. We gotta look at the aunts, the uncles. Oh, child, look at TikTok. They say I gotta verify that I am me. Hold on a second, y'all. Drag the puzzle into the piece. They think I'm AI. Okay, hold on. There we go, TikTok. Sorry about that. So yeah, you got to look at your family tree. You got to see what in your family is triggering you. Who is triggering you? Why are they triggering you? Baby, I got so many people in my family that was triggering me all my life, and I didn't realize they was triggering me. I didn't realize it till I became an adult. And I just knew it was something about them that make me want to leave when they come around, or take what they say at face value, or have just a meaningless conversation with them just to be polite. Like, it was all that kind of stuff. But I didn't realize I was doing it, and I didn't realize why. Because you got to look at what you're dealing with in your family. Because them souls that you incarnated with within your family, that's the first line right there. They on the front line of your journey. Those are the ones where you handpicked and you said, I want this person to play this part because I need to learn this lesson. So when you're doing shadow work, you got to hit that family tree. Hit it. If you married, start with your spouse. You got kids, look at your kids. You don't have a spouse, you don't care, look at your parents. If you got to start looking. You got to start looking at who and what has made you and assisted you with developing all of these things that have caused you to be who you are in this moment. Souza says everything you project is a reflection, whether we want to admit it or not, is simply just universal law. Hate it and let it control you and your life, or love it and use it to your highest advantage. Come on, Souza G. I love that. I love it. Hate it and let it control you, or love it and use it to your advantage. Yes, we need to put that on a t-shirt, baby. We need that on a shirt. Says, and bend reality, realizing it is not the reality that bends, it is only you that is bending. And the reality is reflection. Exactly just that. Come on. Come on. Couldn't have said it better. Excellent. Excellent. So when we are doing and experiencing these beings that we like to walk away from, like I told y'all last week, I did it. I got up and left the whole situation because I didn't even want to be involved in whatever. I should have used what Susan said over there. I should have, like, loved it and used it to my highest advantage. I did, but it took me a week later to do it. But that's okay, y'all. If y'all don't do it in the moment, we're going to grow. We're going to get there and do it in the moment. Long as we get to a place of awareness and we transmute it, it could be next month. Long as we get to it, we good. Remember what I told y'all, we're not in no hurry. 5D ain't going nowhere. Y'all ain't going nowhere. Stop thinking the world is going to blow up and you going to blow up with it if and 5D is going to be over here and it ain't a place. It's a level of consciousness. You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. Just keep walking and keep stepping. Instagram, I'm coming over to you. Let's see. All a divine lesson, blessing, break the cycles. Absolutely. Break them cycles. Get them broken. Y'all just get in the habit of confronting your shadow. Get in the habit of it. I did a video today. I say, who be walking down the street talking to their spirit guides looking like they crazy? People like, who's she talking to? My husband do it to me all the time. You in there talking to yourself again. No, I'm not. I'm talking to my spirit guides. And then sometimes I'll be like, nope, I'm talking to my higher self. But then sometimes I'll be talking to my shadow. I'll be talking to my shadow. And I do a lot of shadow work in the mirror in the bathroom because, baby, don't that bathroom mirror show it all? You look in that bathroom mirror and you be looking like, damn, that's what I look like. Like that bathroom mirror is the real mirror of the whole house. It's the real one, baby. But what's in that mirror? That's a whole nother live. Talking about what's in that mirror, what portal and what that. Okay, let me not go there. We're not gonna go into that. But when you're looking in that bathroom mirror, y'all do that shadow work. Do that shadow work and talk to yourself on the other side of that mirror. Talk to yourself. I'm confronting my shadow self daily. Daily. And it's all of it. It's outside and it's within. I'm always talking about my appearance. You know, I always say, in this human avatar, they say you don't have to age. You know, like we don't. That's just the concept we developed in the Matrix. So, baby, I'll be looking in that mirror going, oh, we're gonna turn back. We're gonna turn back and we're gonna get in alignment with what I know to be true. So I'll be looking at myself like, oh, I got a dark spot. Let me get some vitamin C on that. And oh, let me look at that. Oh, I don't like my teeth. They ain't white enough. Let me get some whitener. Like, baby, I'm always on the outside. And then look, my higher self said, girl, we're going to need you to get into your divine alignment. Your divine alignment. Go somewhere and ground yourself. Go somewhere and ground. Get up in that root chakra because you too much in that mirror looking at this outside part. This outside part. So see, when you confront your shadow, you give your higher self an opportunity to come on in and coach you through it. But you got to acknowledge the shadow that you're addressing. So then your higher self is like, okay, she got it. She's looking at the outside. She's looking at, superficial stuff. Okay, now let's talk to her about that since she brought it up. You see how that works? So confront your shadow. Confront your shadow so your higher self can have the opportunity to step in. But the more you suppress and you avoid your shadow, your higher self can't get to you because you ain't listening, because you ain't tuned in. So go in that mirror. Angel Face say that bathroom mirror is a magical portal. Baby. That's another conversation, ain't it? That's another conversation. But go and confront your shadow so that your higher self can confront you. See how that work? Start talking about yourself. Girl, Dawn, you could have got up an hour earlier. You could have got up an hour earlier and got on that treadmill. What you waiting till after you drink some tea, walk the dog, like post something on TikTok? Like you're gonna do all that, then get on the treadmill because you don't want to get on it. So you're trying to do all this other stuff to avoid getting on it. Next time, get up and go straight to it. That's how I be confronting myself, my shadow self. That's how I be doing. Because my shadow be trying to get over sometime. No, you can't do it. As long as you're in an awareness, the shadow can't exist, y'all. The shadow can't exist. You push it down and out and away and transmute it back out into the universe. So call it out. Call your shadow out. Talk out loud if you want to. Let the people look at you like you crazy, like you got two heads and like you need to be locked up somewhere. It's okay. It's okay. Because all you gotta do is say, I'm talking to my shadow. Empress says I was doing a quick beauty check on my way out the door one day, looked in the bathroom mirror and saw myself as an Egyptian goddess. It blew me away. It was totally unexpected. Baby, what you got in that mirror? What's in that mirror? What's in that portal right there? Y'all know them bathroom mirrors are portals, right? Y'all know they portals. We ain't gonna do it though. We're not gonna talk about the portals. Mm. Zachary says you truly dropped a nugget. You got it. Okay, good deal. Good deal. I love it. All right, let me see. Let me check on Instagram. It's been a oh, Dawn, you should use a streaming app to go live. That way you can cast on multiple platforms at once on one device. Look, Jerome, look, baby, I got Instagram and YouTube on my laptop, and I got TikTok on my cell phone. So I kind of got two two devices, just two. So that's not too bad, right? But thank you for the information and the suggestion. I'm doing good to go on 3 platforms tonight. I'm in the big leagues now. Come on, come on. Look, my spirit guys told me that. They said, girl, what you doing? Come on, stop being lazy. Because that's all it is. TikTok is lazy. I always forget about y'all. Always. I am sorry. Zach says he gonna be talking to his mirror in the mirror tonight. There you go. Talk to it. Get in it. Get in it. Okay. Baby, this shadow work session number 4, we've been doing some stuff tonight, haven't we? We've been doing, I done veered all off what I was doing. I kind of integrated what I wanted to say, but I was guided to do a little more because collectively we're getting so lost in this whole spiritual thing that's happening, and we're making it like mainstream media, and it just was, look, it was triggering me that there was such a sense of urgency in the spiritual community for this third dimension and third and fifth dimensional split, that is occurring or soon to occur. It just, all the urgency, it's not necessary. It's just not necessary. um from my point of view, you guys, from my point of view and my experience. Questions or comments from you guys right now? Any questions or comments? Thank you guys for showing up tonight, for really, really showing up. TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. I appreciate this. You guys just don't know. And thank you for liking the video, YouTube. I don't know how we do that over on TikTok or Instagram, but thank you guys so much for coming. I'm going to try to keep these shadow work sessions going every Thursday night. You guys know I'm on Monday nights on YouTube for Mystical Monday, which I don't know, y'all. Look, I done got these 3 platforms together. I was going to try to go live on all 3 on Monday, but now I got to keep something exclusive to YouTube. Mystical Monday has got to be exclusive to YouTube. But Thursday nights, we can share it across the platforms. Zach says he's still grasping the whole split thing, but it's becoming clear. Okay, good, because that's a whole nother live in it of itself to talk about the parallel realities and how we're shifting towards another reality. That's something else altogether. But I just want you guys to understand, when you see the energy updates, the channel messages, I'm not saying that they're not accurate. I'm not saying that you shouldn't listen to them. I'm just saying, listen to them from a place of peace and not urgency. If you could do that, just always remember that the person speaking is speaking based upon their experience and the earth that they are existing in that moment. Okay. Just always keep that in mind, that you are outside, kind of looking, if you will, at them have their experience and taking in some of this information simultaneously. No, who can say what's right? No questions, all very relevant and apropos. Thanks for having this and sharing. Okay, absolutely. You guys are welcome. Okay, everybody got it. Everybody got it. Any more questions or comments? Y'all know I believe in being punctual. I don't want to keep you guys too long. If anyone is interested, remember I have an intuitive guidance class, a free one, that is going to be offered on July 20th. If you're interested in that, it's for 1 hour. It is part 1 of a 2-part series. It's part 1, the introduction to intuition. If you're interested in that, visit my website at discoveringyourinnerlight.com, or click the link in the bio on either all platforms. The link tree, it's in there. Oh, you just asked if I have any upcoming events. There it is. The intuitive guidance class coming up July 20th. The free intuitive guidance class coming up July 20th. Go to the link in Linktree to see about that. And then for those of you who've taken the free course, the part 1 course, and you would like the part 2 free course, just that's coming next month in August. Okay, so just be on the lookout for that. Oh my goodness, somebody said, how do you open your third eye? Y'all trying to get all, this is a shadow work session. It's so hard to try to cover all of these concepts in one sitting, if you will. So just stay tuned. I want to tell you something, the person who asked about the third eye. A lot of people are looking for so many mystical things to happen when your third eye opens. A lot of times, when it's open, when you are being exposed to information that was not in your awareness before and is new and is moving you in another or newer place of being or awareness. And so if you're on this live on any platform, your third eye is open. It is open, or you wouldn't have been energetically moved in this direction, if that makes sense. So a lot of times we're looking for like all of these big signs, is because that's what we're used to. You can go on TikTok, YouTube, signs that your third eye is opening, 5 signs that your third eye is opening, right? And they'll go through all those signs. Well, if you're drawn to that video, your third eye is open. I mean, period. You don't even have to get 5 other signs. If you made your way to that video, it's open, because that third eye is an antenna. It's guiding you to the information and resources that you need. So if you're here, it's more than likely open. It's not more than likely, it is open. Make sense? That's the easy way for you to know things like that. All right. Any more questions? If not, I'm going to let the people go. Y'all have been great. Remember, I am shut down for one-on-one sessions for July and August, not going back to those until September, and people have started booking for September. So if you're interested in a one-on-one spiritual coaching session, go to my website, discoveringyourinnerlight.com, and you will have to look into September. So you'll get a lot of space in between now and the session. How about that? So definitely do that, you guys, because as I move on in my journey, I'm noticing that one-on-one coaching sessions are not as impactful as the classes are, because one-on-one coaching sessions allow you guys to keep coming back, and you're not putting as much emphasis and energy into yourselves. So I'm finding that the classes, now the way I'm structuring them, are designed to be more impactful in that way, to get you more on your way to being independent. I'm not saying don't come to me for coaching sessions, but I'm just saying in 2025, my availability for those may not be as much as they are now. Okay. All right. No more questions. I'm going to let you guys get out of here. You have been great. Thank you for showing up. You guys join me next Monday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube at Discovering Your Inner Light. We're going to do Mystical Monday. Y'all come on and be a part of that chat. And if I don't see you on Monday, I'll see you next Thursday for another shadow work session. And I will go live on all 3 platforms again. How about that? We'll try it again. And maybe I'll look into that app Jerome mentioned to make it easier. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. Until next time. Bye-bye.